Holy Father, holy, we need your holy water. We need your holy water. I say, Holy Father, holy, we need your holy water. We need your right now. I was blinded by temptations, never thought it would be me. Crying out for your love. God, my street niggas need you more than ever right now. I'm pouring up, I'm rolling up, but it ain't enough to ease my pain. And I don't even trust the pastor. He after the same thing I'm after. Money, clothes, hoes, and all the finer things that you bring to me. That's why I'm on my knees, Lord, asking for forgiveness, mercy, and grace right now. We need you right now. I say, Holy Father, we need your holy water. We need your holy water. I say, Holy Father, we need your holy water. We need your
I need to holler. Give me the Father, you know I'm back in that water. And I'm sitting again, you see the lights getting farther. While I sip holy water, I'm just in need of $1. Forgiveness, amen. I told God I wouldn't, but shit, I did it again. You see this life is it keeps calling me, it's drawing me in. When I go play, you know I'm playing to win. And there's no need to lie because I do it again. It ain't for me, it's for my son and my daughters, my mama and father, my sister and brother. I do it cause I gotta, not cause I wanna. So Father, forgive me, I'm begging that water.
Peace, peace, peace. What's going on, everybody? How everybody feel today on this beautiful Sunday? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Y'all know how I like to start off every show, man. Let's keep everybody in our thoughts, our prayers, our views, and meditations. Let's keep everyone in our thoughts, our prayers, our views, and meditations. One last time, let's keep everyone in our thoughts, our prayers, our views, and meditations. And that's people we come in contact with on a day-to-day basis. That's people we're cordial with. That's our families, our extended family, and more especially our Bearded Conversation, our Bearded Studios, our Bearded Lounge at the Dark, and our Bearded Tabernacle family. And don't forget these 5 key components of life, which are real important. And I believe that we all should be mastering and trying to strive to reach it, to obtain. That's love, peace, respect, motivation, and inspiration. That's love, peace, respect, motivation, and inspiration. One last time, y'all. That's love, peace, respect, motivation, and inspiration. Hey, and the most important part, man, that's seasoning. So we're going to eat 40 that thing and sprinkle a little support on top, because a little support go a long, 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 long way, y'all. If you don't believe me, try it out. If it don't work, come on back. We can conversate and we can talk about it. You know, we can talk about it. Before we get into anything, man, the thoughts, views, and opinions of Bearded Conversations are the thoughts, views, and opinions of me tonight. The thoughts, views, and opinions of Bearded Conversation are the thoughts, views, and opinions of me tonight. I don't mean to hurt, to harm, or to offend. I don't mean to hurt, to harm, or to offend. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. This video stream is for informational, educational, and edutainment purposes only, and infotainment. This video stream is for informational, educational, infotainment, and edutainment purposes only, with the underlying undertone on edutainment. So we do stress and emphasize edutainment. Please do not take any advice given or anything shown on this video stream for face value without consulting the proper professional that suits your specific needs. Please do your due diligence. Please do your proper vet work and research. And don't forget to get that second, third, fourth, fifth, and sixth opinion. Because we don't want you going out here robbing no banks, starting no revolts, telling your boss what he or she can take, how they can turn it sideways, and where to put it. Because we already told you. Don't do that. You feel? That wouldn't be. You feel? That wouldn't be the best thing to do. You feel? We ain't out here I'm trying to steer y'all wrong. We're just out here, man. You know, just trying to give y'all a little, you know what I'm saying, a little bit of information. You know what I'm saying? A little bit, a little bitty. You know what I'm saying? A little bitty, not too much. A bitty, not too much. What's going on with everybody, though? Everybody in the building, man. What's going on? What's going on, my beautiful people, my superheroes, and my fellow Beardonians? What's going on, everybody? Do me a favor, man, as y'all come in. Don't forget, as you enter the building, to
Like the video, man. Thumb up the video, man. Like the video, man. Thumb up the video, man.
like he said, you hear me, man? Don't forget to hit that like button. Again, y'all, this is open panel, open discussion. Anyone can join. It don't matter what denomination of religion you are, or if you don't believe. I think I'm chopping up. Oh my goodness. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you believe in, or whatever, you know what I'm saying, particular religion you partake in. Wow, Striker Bandito, what's going on? Hey, Beardy, what's the topic tonight? Oh, we finna figure it out. We finna figure it out. But but yeah, but whatever, you know what I'm saying? But again, if you guys, you know what I'm saying, again, open panel, open discussion. So if you guys, and don't get me wrong, we have no problem with the people in the chat. But again, open platform. If you want to hit the link and talk some ish with your boy, you're more than welcome to hit the panel. If not, you know what to do. Listen, if you're on your desktops, your PCs, your laptop, or if you got your mobile device converted over, you can hit the link that's in this chat. But if you are on your phone and you can't, you can also go to my community wall and hit the link there to get on. Also, one more thing before we get started, man. Support the channel and our channel events. Let's keep the channel growing. Uncle P, what's going on? Make sure y'all hit that cash app scrolling at the bottom, or then buy me a coffee link in the chat, or you can hit the super chat and hit that like button and sub to the channel and let YouTube know that y'all messing with your boy. And let's get me in the algorithm, man. Let's see if we can get us 20 likes tonight. Let's see if we can dabble again into this thing called theology. We'll try to which I never do. And let's try to upset some people. Actually, though, ball striker. Tonight, honestly, man, y'all, I'm tired. You know, I actually did some work today at work. That sound crazy, don't it? Right? But um strength, mental health. Mental health has been um like the thing, not something that I've been struggling with personally, but struggling with in general when it comes to the people that surround me or the people around me. And the things that go on in their life, and and things that happen. And you want to be supportive, and you try to be supportive the best way you know how. Um, and it kind of can take a toll on. Not that not me. I'm speaking in general. I'm good, but mental health. That's what we got. That's what we doing, and just ways to better ourselves. Um, and what I want to do is I don't want to knock um nobody's belief system or question it right now. Um, What I would like to do is, um, if you guys um have inspirational scriptures or scriptures that deal with people healing and things like that. You know what I'm saying? Uh, I would love for you guys to put them in the chat. You know, we can read through them and understand them and correlate them to what we got going on in our life today. Um, I'm taking a different approach tonight, Uncle P. Um, as for showing my blood say I be trolling. I don't be trolling. Honestly, I don't. When it comes to this, um, and honestly, I really don't. Go all out and all in like I could. I just keep it simple, surface level type shit with me when I'm conversating with most people. Not some most times purposely, but not like that. It's just because I mean, cause come on, man. Like, no, well, you know what? I ain't gonna even get into that. But again, mental health, man, and strength, and just being able to just be battle ready. I know the Bible speaks about being battle ready. Um, not necessarily for a physical battle. The spiritual battle as well. Don't get me wrong. I know we're in this physical realm, and there's a lot of things that we have to battle every day when we wake up. You know what I'm saying? From the time we wake up to the time we put on our clothes to the time we walk out the door. You know what I'm saying? To the time we get to the job, to the time we leave the job, to the time we get back to our family. It's just so much that you know we deal with that we don't realize that we deal with that it becomes us. Not necessarily in a bad way. Um or a good way. But the things that we see and the people that we interact with, that energy it becomes us. And sometimes we put that out, and it's hard, you know, especially being a culture of I believe individuals who are emotionally unintelligent, who haven't been taught emotional control, um, who haven't been taught how to love or how to share or how to open up or how to express your feelings. What's going on, Andrew Five? How you feeling tonight? Um, and that's trauma. Just like my Brody for sure. And don't get me wrong, man. My blood a monkey, man. He was speaking his truth, and I understood everything that he said. Um, but we don't know what triggers certain trauma. You know, for example, like I get it because I don't know if you guys watch it, but it's a video about a father caught his two sons in Walmart stealing, and he took them back and he made them return the things. He talked to the person at the register, and he went to talk to the manager, and he told the manager to call the police and stuff like that. Um, Great, stand up gesture. I love what he did. But again, for sure had a different type of way of looking at it, and I understood it, and I elaborated, and then the chat spoke upon it. So like the trauma. So when don't get me wrong, that embarrassment, and they should be embarrassed because first they shouldn't be doing what they was doing. You know what I'm saying? And but that just to call the police on them, calling them out their name. He only did it twice, but I understand where for sure was coming from. But that trauma, like, and now that video is circulated, everybody's going to think of these two young men as criminals when everyone makes a mistake, and clearly they young men. And didn't nail one of them look like they was no older than 15, 16, if they was that old. You know what I'm saying? Um, but now that trauma of being noted as a criminal. And don't get me wrong, this how my Brody saw it, but I feel it though, because now you got to walk around with everybody looking at you, calling you a criminal, and you know you're not a thief. You just made a mistake, and that shit can push you to do or push you to be a person that you don't want to be. you know Again, it goes back to my point about you know every day, man, it's a battle. Again, from the time we wake up to the time we put on our clothes to the time we get out here in this world and we interact and we become social. Sometimes we become part of our environment, or not even just part of our environment. We just become susceptible to the things that are around us. And I just want to no, touch on that. Again, I really didn't want to. I don't want to go too far into theology tonight. This mental illness and this trauma and this suffering in our communities amongst, what I'm saying, not only our children but us as well, and the help that we don't have, and the help that when we do try to get, or when someone tries to give it, we don't know how to receive it. Um, I just want to try to come up with some solutions or some probable things that we can do um, to help. Ball striker, Philippines, 4-8. Whatever is true, honest, just pure, lovely, and of good report. Think of these things. In other words, keep your mind on things of God. I'm gonna be cool tonight, Bandito. So, you know, whatever is true, honest, just pure, lovely, and of good report or report. Think of these things. In other words, keep your mind on things of God. So when you're going through troubles and you having these bad thoughts, or these thoughts that you usually don't have, or you're doing things that you usually don't do, or you're around people that you usually not around for whatever reason, trying to make up for whatever lack of, or trying to compensate, or trying to be part of the in crowd, or just whatever, you know, um, within you. And see, and again, this is why I say, the five key components of life: love, peace, respect, motivation, and inspiration. What I'm saying? Like I say, those are five key components that I believe that we all should be mastering and striving to obtain. Because if you do those things for yourself, you know, and if you know who you are, and if you're a righteous person and you're a person of faith or a believer, um, and you know that this entity that we call God exists, and you know he's here for you, and whatever you need, he's going to provide. And just because it's not given to you right then and there, that don't mean it's not coming. So when these obstacles and these things come in your way, all you should do is think about the good things that he has provided for you, the things that he's going to provide for you. Um, um, think of all the obstacles that were once in your way that you leaped and hurdled and got over and around and rose, and continued to grow and evolve into the person that you are. And sometimes within yourself that it's hard for you to realize that some of these things are just adding so much pressure on you that sometimes you want to give up and you want to quit and you don't want to keep going, and it's hard for you, and you're looking at the next person and the next person and the next person and this person, and they steady moving forward, and it's like, why they moving forward and I'm not moving forward, and I'm the person that's doing what was asked of me. You know what I'm saying? But again, like the scriptures say, whatever is true, honest, just pure, lovely, of good report. Think of these things. In other words, keep your mind on things of God. Keep your mind free of the whatnots. You know what I'm saying? And the things that are not absolute, and just and that's what your faith is for, to believe in things that are unseen. And if you know that he exists for you, you got to keep moving forward. You got to. See, Bandito, see, I'm gonna be a good guy tonight, man. I'm gonna let y'all rock out with y'all, with y'all because man, mental health, man, because I just see this, I see it a lot, man, and I just see people, not necessarily with mental health. I just see people, come in and just have problems and you know may not necessarily have nobody to be there for them. You know what I'm saying? And that shit hurts. It hurts. And if you could be that person for someone or for somebody, try to be that person, man. Would take advantage of that each one teach one. Cedo boy said that shit all the time. Each one teach one. You know what I'm saying? If every one of us took it upon ourselves to show the next person, man, woman, or child, how to better their life, with good things, not criminalistic shit. We ain't trying to teach them how to get over and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? Because I know, some people will say, "Well, those are good things. Shit, they help me out," but no, but y'all know what I mean. Uh, with good things and keeping them upright and justify. Well, I don't want to use the word justify, but just upright and moral. That's a better word. More upright and moral, steadfast in their commitment and their convictions to be righteous. You know what I'm saying? To be good people, um, um, in whatever they do. You know, if you can be that person to support or to help someone do that, like I say, each one teach one. If we took the time out of our day to do that with just one person, um, every day, who knows the impact? Chocolate Top, what's going on, beautiful? How you doing, goddess? How you doing? How you doing? Like she said, man, don't forget to hit that like button, y'all. Don't forget to share the live, subscribe, and comment. Thanks in advance. Thank you, Miss Chocolate Top. Thank you, thank you. Well, yeah, man, and again, man. Also, Cito always say, learn how to love the ones that love you. I think that's wherever it came from. I think that's one of the most beautifulest phrases to tell to tell the masses, because sometimes we forget, and when we living out here in this world, sometimes we don't know how to discern hurt from help. Learn how to love the ones that love you. That's important. Again, learn how to love the ones that love you. I wanna be inspiring tonight. I wanna be motivating tonight. I wanna be uplifting. I wanna be the one that someone pop up on the stream and whatever I'm talking about, even if it don't correlate to you, or even if it's not something that I mean, maybe you can go out and help someone who you might see who you think is not going down the right way, or even if they're going down the right way. You know what I'm saying? You just might catch a vibe or a spirit that something ain't right, and you can just say what's wrong. You know, sometimes it's okay to say what's wrong, and after you say what's wrong, be quiet. If they ready, whoever you feel this spirit or this bad vibe or this omen with, if they ready, when you say what's wrong and you be quiet, they'll let you know. You know, um, I was talking about the other day. Mental health awareness, and being able to identify the symptoms. And after you identify these symptoms, it would, because of course, it would probably be someone close to you or someone that you know, or maybe someone a friend or outside individual, but someone just um that might be in your circle, or it could be someone you see every day that that you particularly took a liking to, or some to that nature. But once you identify or able to identify, that it might be an issue, you don't want to be too pushy, you know. Just like I said, ask them what's wrong and just be quiet. If they ready, they're, you know. But I want to know if it's places out here where we can go to try to find out how to approach when we see these things going on. You know, how do I go up to a person who I think is this way or suffering from whatever? You know, and again, we're not doctors, so we don't want to misdiagnose. Um, we're not trying to diagnose. You know, it's all about just paying attention to your surroundings and your peoples. You know, I issued out a challenge to the people. You know, put the phones down. If you married or you living boyfriend and y'all got kids, you know, videotape yourself at the table, sitting down interacting while y'all eating, talking. You know, find out what's going on with the kids. Talk to them. Ask them how they did with how their day went. What did they do? You ain't got to be, oh, well, what did you learn? And no, what's going on with you, man? How you feel? I'm talking about you looking good. I say, yeah, you getting tall and shit. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm saying? I see a little girl looking at you. Little jokey joke. You ain't even got to push that hard on that neither. Because, you don't want her to be in and break in and fall back off you. You know what I'm saying? Because again, you're still a parent, but, and I ain't saying you trying to poke and pry, you know? Again, we can keep it simple and just stay on the day and what did you do, you know? But again, that's just the icebreaker, we trying to have a conversation. We trying to laugh. We trying to enjoy the moment. We trying to have good times as well as learn each other and know each other. Again, being a parent don't come with a manual. Neither does being a child. The Bible says, love those that hate you and bless those that curse you. None of us can do that without the guidance of the Holy Spirit, which can only come from God. I mean, that's a good statement. I'm gonna let y'all have it tonight. Bandito. That's a great statement. You know what I'm saying? They say love those that hate you. I mean, because and I'm gonna look at it like this. Don't break that down. If love is absolute positivity, and hate is absolute what it is, hate, right? So I'm going to match your hate with hate, which is a double negative. We're just gonna cancel us out. We gonna fizz out. Ain't gonna be no spark there. But if I counteract that hate with love, because I'm gonna give it 100. When somebody don't like you and you find yourself not liking them back, that's too much energy. That's too much energy. You get in a room, motherfucker you don't like, or motherfucker you got disagreements with, or whatever the case may be, your whole spirit, something, and I don't care who you are, it just come down. Y'all know I am. You know I'm telling. It just come down and be like, man, what the, you know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong, you might get yourself back, but it just comes down. It just comes down. It just comes down, man. So we want to try to counteract that with good things. You know what I'm saying? With love, we don't want to. Man, I don't hate you. You know what I'm saying? Oh, for what? For what? It's better for me to love. You know what I'm saying? It takes less energy to love than to do to hate. You feel me? That's less energy for some greatness and more energy for madness. I'm gonna take that less. Bless those who curse you. You know what you mad at me for? It's okay. But don't be condescending. Don't be sarcastic. If it's not genuine, it defeats the purpose. You know, if and I get it. I know it's hard for humans to love somebody that hate them or to bless someone that curses them. But if you're doing it just out of whatever, no, that defeat the purpose. But if you genuinely doing it, you know what I'm saying? That's when you'll see things come your way when you would think that they wouldn't. You know, I'm gonna let them have it with the none of us can do that without the guidance of the Holy Spirit, which can only come from God. I'm gonna let them have it. You know what I'm saying? So again, to all my faith, my people with faith, man. When we get into things like this, it seems like this book is telling us some good shit, telling us some good things. I see you, KJV. Y'all up on the score, but hey, the KJV up on the scorecards tonight, Uncle P. Yeah, man. But yeah, man, it just be hard, man. When you ain't got nobody to turn to, or when you see somebody suffering. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm getting text. I always try to help and be that. You know what I'm talking about? Man, I'm a helpful brother. But yeah, man, it's hard, man. And I just think we don't have enough places, man, where we can go and be open and be accepting of one's individual and personal shits. You know what I'm saying? We just we got to. We gotta have these places and these spaces. It's just so, and I know sometimes, man, and over here, man, it might get a little altered. You know what I'm saying? A little wilder than what I intended. You know what I'm saying? It to get, but that's never my purpose. You know, it's never my purpose. You know what I'm saying? I always try to provide a safe place and a safe space for people. I don't want nobody thinking I just come up here and talk and give y'all bullshit and y'all think that this just another motherfucker. No, it ain't like that. No, it ain't just another nigga on. Excuse my French. Just another person on the internet. Just no, it really ain't like that. No, I try to be as genuine and as transparent and open with y'all about everything. What's going on, Hurricane, brother Hurricane? You know what I'm saying? So again, I do try to provide a space where, people can really come and just talk about anything and just be open. You know what I'm saying? Just like how you conversate with your homeboy at the crib, you should be able to come up here and have those same type of conversations and maybe find someone, that's like minded. Or if a person disagrees, maybe you never heard that thought process before. Maybe okay, well, let me go back and reevaluate and rethink it. You know what I'm saying? And try to not, okay, all right, because he think like that. And things happen, things bounce off each other. He said, thank you for coming from side. Yeah, oh, brother, no problem, brother. I was at work, man. I had to come through, man. You know what I'm saying? I always support everybody, man. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I'll be at work when you be live, but man, shit, I always try to come through slide. You know what I'm saying? Like even if it, when for showing them go on, man, sometimes I'll be at work. I still try to go through. I'm saying like, comment. If I can get up on the panel and sneak around, like how you be trying to avoid the cameras, I'll be on the same zone. You know what I'm saying? If I could do that, man, I always show support, man. You know, like I always say, man, I support those that support us because I support them until further notice, man. Speaking of my people, man, big shout out to my Brody, man. Make sure y'all go subbing up to For Show TV, the best TV. Make sure y'all go tapping in with TMB with Monkey Man, my blood up Monkey Man over there. Make sure y'all checking out, man, Lil Brody, Nike fam, man. Two Heels STS. He been off on these days, and I'm gonna tell him. but every Tuesday and Friday. And if he ain't that Tuesday, he that Thursday, man. And don't forget, man, if y'all on that revolutionary path, you feel me? And y'all want to say, fuck the government, the CIA, the FBI, Donald Trump, Ronald Reagan, and all 47. Well, we can't say 47 because my brother been president twice and shit like. But y'all get it. Fuck out. Go type in the Hurricane JW. You feel me? HHN report. You know what I'm talking about? We got the Sunday Hood service. You know what I'm talking about? We got the Fuck the Government podcast. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm saying? And we got something else. I see you got some JBJ Network working over there, some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? I'll make sure y'all go tap in. Jordan, Acro Frequency, he just dropped the album. He sent me a song. I got it late, but I will upload it. So we're gonna play, we're gonna jam out to that Saturday. I didn't even know he had sent it to me when I asked him. I didn't even look at my email. Spinning the Block Media, man. Also, man, make sure y'all go tap in with my Brody Q. Quaalude over there at the Connect Work, man. You know what I'm saying? He doing good things over there, man. Linked up with Hood Hierarchy. They got some nice things going on over there. Every Tuesday and Thursday they go live every Sunday, man. They do music reviews. They looking for artists too, man. They trying to get a mixtape together. Hurricane, I think you've been over there, Brody. So you know, I've been over a few times on the Sunday, but the regular show I always try to frequent. But yeah, man, man, like I say, man, support the team. Well, not the team, but just go support the brothers, man. You know what I'm saying? We always a team. You know what I'm saying? But just go support them brothers, man. You know what I'm saying? Also, man, one of my goddesses moderators, man, she got a channel. It's called Blazed and Unfiltered. Miss Craven Carefully. Make sure y'all go over there and subscribe to her as well. You know what I'm saying? And check out the content. She trying to get it together. Leon Williams, he says, so Britta, can you read Proverbs 4:23, Ephesians? Leon, who is Leon? Leon. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, but big ups to all my peoples, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Hurricane, throw your link in the chat, Brody. Throw your link in the chat, Brody. Yeah, I got you, bro. Hold on. Let me pull it up, bro. Let me pull it up. No, I don't want this. I want the cage. Okay, hold on. Let me get the regular version. Hold on. Is it at the top? Cause they got 100 and darn it, I just had it. Then they got 101 versions. No, not the new, just the regular. I just want the regular. I just want the regular. Give me a second, man. Do they got the regular one? Okay, here we go. Yeah. Proverbs 4:23. Above all else, guard your heart, for everything you do flows from it. Again, it says, above all else, guard your heart, for everything you do flows from it. I'll just finish it out. 24. Keep your mouth free of perversity. Keep corrupt talk from your lips. 25. Let your eyes look straight ahead. Fix your gaze directly before you. 26. Give careful thought to the paths for your feet, and be steadfast in all your ways. 27. Do not turn to the right or left. Keep your foot from evil. Mm, I like that. I like that one, Leon, Leon. I like that one, Leon, Leon. Ephesians. Let me grab Ephesians. Ephesians 6, 12, down to 18. Ephesians 6 and 12 to 18. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in the high places. Wherefore take unto you the whole armor of God, that ye may be able to withstand in the evil day, and having done all to stand. Stand therefore, having your loins girt about with truth, and having on the breastplate of righteousness, and your feet shod with the preparation of the gospel of peace. Above all, taking the shield of faith, wherewith ye shall be able to quench all the fiery darts of the wicked, and take the helmet of salvation and the sword of the Spirit, which is the word of God, praying always with all prayer and supplication in the Spirit, and watching thereunto with all perseverance and supplication for all saints. Hey, that should be sounding good when you talking that shit. I ain't gonna lie, man. That should be, if you can read, man, because you know everybody can't read, you know, but when you can read, boy, that should be sounding good, bro. He says it's very hard. This is why God challenges us to be the light in dark places. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. My Brody, Eric Kane, what's happening, brother? What's happening? What's happening with you tonight? Yeah, hey, Hurricane, man, I want to be positive and peaceful tonight, man. I ain't gonna, you know, talking about I ain't throwing nobody under the bus. And I ain't gonna be on here too long, too, man. I'm saying I just really wanted to come, and address the people, man. Listen, y'all, mental health, man, awareness, man. You know, a lot of people suffer from it. And we need to be the advocators and the voices of 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 reason, well, not necessarily reason, but of action, to our states, to our cities, to our towns. We need help, man. Our people need help. Our communities need help. And who better to help our communities than us? Who better to advocate and get out here and try to get these things for us than us? You know. Also, people need help. People hurt. You know. Don't be the hurt person that hurt people. You know. Heal yourself so you can heal someone else. Or even if you're not healed and someone is seeking to be held, someone seeking to be listened to, someone seeking to be inspired, to be motivated, to be led, do it with righteousness. Do it with proper, correct discernment. Understand the person who you're giving these things to. Don't be the person that's misleading purposely or unpurposely. If you don't know what to do, don't do anything. Find out how to help. There's nothing wrong with not knowing what to do. Or if you're put in a situation where you have to respond, just listen. Let whatever that's in the environment guide you to do what you think is the just thing. I say environment, but for my faith believers, that's that spirit that comes from, that the entity. Let that be the guiding force to you being um that earthly angel for somebody. You know? We should be our own guardian angels, man. This is senseless. There's no way we should not be walking out our house every day and not looking out for the next person that we see in front of us, on the side of us, or behind us. He said sounds good because it's good. It's straight from the inspired words of God, not adulterated by man. Um, I'm gonna let you have it, Bandito. I'm gonna let you have it because we all know it's been tampered. But still, man writes real well. Man writes real well. If I want to get you to believe some shit or to yeah, we can do that real well. But in this case, it's not about what he wrote. It's about internalizing what's being wrote down or what has been wrote down and making it top priority when it comes to morality. The things that you can take that are good and moral. Because the Bible also has war and all that other shit. But I'm not saying it like that. I'm just saying, you know. I guess that's a must. I guess that's some things that just has to happen. More or less to say a purification process, like the flood or the flames or the salt. You know, purification process. You know, and he allows the earth to cleanse itself as well. Sometimes you don't even have to. You know, I'm a play on y'all side. You know, he set the earth up so that it don't even have to be wielded or manipulated by him. You know what I'm saying? He set it up so okay, well, listen, every so often, man, cleanse yourself. Just like how a woman cleanses herself, like naturally through her cycle. You feel me? Or how we, detox and plus our bodies with, what I'm saying, whatever. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. He said Jesus is the word and the word is the truth. And the truth is light. And with light one can see. I like that. I like that. The word is truth and truth is light. And with light one can see. I like that. But I'm going to read the whole phrase. Jesus is the word and the word is truth and truth is the light and the light one can see. Mm, Well, I said I won. But yeah, yeah, yeah. When there's some 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 true words spoken, I guess, or a true statement made, that truth can be light, and that truth can open up one's eyes. Because when your eyes close, you see darkness, but when they open, you see the light. Same thing with your heart. You know, when you found someone that that's really, you know, about everything that you got going on, you tend to pull the door open a little bit. You know, sometimes it ain't always the right thing, but when you find that one and it is, and you open up, it's a beautiful thing. And it's like it's something that you never could imagine. So man, all these things are true, man. All these things are right in the Zach. You know what I'm saying? All these things are right in the Zach. You know, I just say treat people the right way, man. We know what the right way is. Outside of the scriptures or any VSL, we know how to act. We know what's what. Even if honestly, I believe even if never taught, you know how to distinguish right from wrong. You know what's going on. It's all about a choice. It's all about a decision, a split second decision. And some of us choose to make, you know, the decision that puts us in places where we got to figure it out. Then others, make the decision where, it moves us right along and we ain't figuring it out no more. We just riding the wave and that wave is taking us where we need to be. Bumps and hiccups in the road again, like these obstacles that I spoke on earlier, but we know how to get around them. We keep moving forward. Again, like I said, may it be via the word that's in this Bible that man wrote that was inspired by God or this entity, you know, or whether it be whatever spirituality system or continental diaspora that you believe in. I believe find your truth. Find your truth. You know, figure out what you want to do, what you're trying to do, what you're here for. And if you know you're just here to be a pawn, and every piece on the chessboard is important. Every person's life that's walking on the face of this earth has a purpose. Sometimes we don't find out that purpose. And other times we just don't accept the fact that we're here to be here. It's that God's ways are higher than our ways. His thoughts are higher than our thoughts. Ain't no one of us God, and no one is better than another. Be it white, black, yellow, green, or red. And I agree with that statement wholeheartedly. About that ain't no one of us is a God or a creator in the sense of everlasting. And facts, no one is better than another, be it white, black, yellow, green. I believe that wholeheartedly. But again, we listen, we in a place where, you know, and when people say that too, and you get these different religions and they and they understandings and viewpoints on the Bible, that'd be baffling to me. Because didn't he say so let me ask you a question about striker. Didn't he say he was gonna set a plumb line in the midst of his people so that he wouldn't forget them when he come back? You know what I'm saying? Sort of like a landmark. You know what I'm saying? So he can recognize what he, you know what I'm talking about? See, but I said I wasn't gonna do that. I wasn't gonna do that. Because clearly he fancies a certain particular group of individuals. At least that's what I thought. I could have been reading it wrong. You know what I'm saying? But nonetheless, in essence, yes, everyone suffers from the same issues, the same trauma, the same walks of life, just in different ways. Just in different ways, man. We all bleed. We all got a heart. We all love. You know, we all did some things that we shouldn't have done before. You know, so in essence, yeah, ain't nobody better than nobody. No matter what you think or how you was raised or how you was brought up or whatever you got going on, ain't nobody better than nobody, man. That's facts. And that's another thing that we need to get over. But it's hard to get over that when we have a system uh, that's not, you know. So and a question for you, Bandito. So are we just gonna wait it out, or can we use the Bible to help us get where we need to be? What's going on? With that brother Lion?
Good night, Sir Beard. How you doing?
You? What's going on, brother?
And I'm here listening and just
Mm.
trying to take it one day at a time.
Oh, yeah, most definitely, man.
Yeah. But if you don't mind, I would just like to just back up a bit. At the start of your program, you made mention of two young men who went to, you say it was
Yeah.
Walmart and
Mhm.
did something,
Yeah.
and the dad took them back there.
Yeah.
Man, that dad must be commended. He couldn't have been a better father to those young men, to teach them early in life that there are consequences for their choices. And if you notice, I haven't seen the video, but based on what you'd have reported earlier, is that you saw the father in the video doing this.
Mhm.
So that means he also put himself up. He did not disown them, but he showed that he's training up boys would become leaders tomorrow, and leaders with integrity. Because what he had done for them, it's tough love. And I guarantee you that they would have learned a lesson that there's consequences to their action. And as I heard you said this, it reminded me of two young men that I know. When they were in school, high school, they were playing the clown, getting in trouble and all of that, disrespecting their teacher. Both that, one was a pastor, one was a former police officer. Those two dads, on separate occasions, went to the school and in front of that class disciplined their son. Today, one of the pastor's son, he's now a permanent secretary in one of the government ministries in his country. The other one, he's successful. He went into accounting and he's a successful accountant. And both of those young men, at the time, the test their father resented him, their fathers. But I lived to hear the same dads came and said those two sons came and tell them thanks for what they did. At the times it seems hard, but even the very Bible tells you that God, he disciplines those who he accept as son. And that's just how it is. It's hard at first, but they're going to learn the lesson. And to that father, and I hope many more fathers would take a leaf from that father's book. When your child do wrong, don't brush it under the carpet, but allow them to realize their consequences for their action. Thank you.
I would agree. would agree, but it's a but. So now I do agree with what he did. As far as taking them back up and in and teaching them or making them have accountability for what they've done because they shouldn't have done it in the first place. I'm pretty sure, if he was there, they could have asked him and he would have got it for him, or if he'd have said no, you just ain't getting it. But like my Brody was pointing, so but like I and like what I was pointing out, because we talking about trauma and stuff, like, but people could probably potentially see them as just criminals and nothing else, and circulating that online, yeah, it could have a good effect. It could have a great effect. They could become, whatever they probably could possibly dream of becoming, or due to the backlash and all the extra talk, it could lead them down the wrong way and it could confuse them. Why would my daddy do this and or why would he do that? And it can make them rebel. You know what I'm saying? So but again, I still commend him for what he did. I'm not taking nothing away from that. We were just talking about the flip side of that. So when you heard me earlier saying, yeah, because again, because I know of people who and kind of, well, not kind of, because it wasn't their daddy, but you know what I'm saying. The motherfucker did that to him, and that's all they do now. Still, you know what I'm saying, and it's crazy. And I'm like, man, bro, and what's crazy is they do it and don't even have to do it. Like, bro, what are you doing? It's just crazy. But again, like I said, sometimes it can push you to it, or it can push you away from it. It's just all about how it's done. Like even in the chat was like, man, I'd have went in there and bought bought everything that they took, rebought it, and then just left it there. But hell no, because then, that's still making them seem like I'm bailing them out, because they still got the merchandise unless I took it and threw it away. You know what I'm saying? Again, like I say, man, being a parent don't come with a manual. That is being a child. But I do think that father did a great thing about making them two young men be accountable for their actions. Because if he wasn't around or if he wasn't in their life, what if they would have got caught? What if that store owner would have called the police and now they got a juvenile record? You know, and even if they ain't, even if it was just a mistake, or even if it's just something they was doing because they kids, now, you think this shit is cool, and now you want to continue to figure this out, stealing because it's easy, and now you can't do that, man. That ain't how life works. But sometimes, man, people don't care. People don't. But yeah, man, and also, I was talking about just being there for people, bro. A lot of times, man, a lot of people be looking for people to just be there for them, and we tend to push those people away. We tend not to just care no more, man. It's just a lot going on today, man. Mental health is one of the other things that I was talking about too. Being aware of mental health, being able to identify it. And once you identify it, know how to go to someone and be able to, you know what I'm saying, and not be too pushy. That's why I say you can go up to somebody, ain't nothing wrong with saying what's wrong and then being quiet. And like I said, if they're ready to tell you, they'll tell you. If not, just keep it moving. You know. You don't want to push it, You don't want to be that trigger for somebody if you're trying to help. And a lot of times we don't know how not to be a trigger, because we're not informed. We're not taught these things in our communities. You know what I'm saying? We don't have forums or spaces where people come and give seminars about these things, or our family, we don't believe in going to counseling therapy to seek help, as far as an individual, as far as a couple, and as far as a family. You know, it's cool. Yeah, yeah, okay, you going, but what about your wife? What about your kids? This is a whole process, and again, that's hard to accept, but I believe that's a big step into your evolutionary process of being who you are and understanding who you are as a person of faith. As a person who don't believe in nothing, just people, period, bro. We gotta understand, like, it's this picture is bigger than just you as an individual. You can understand what you're here to do, but especially if you got a family, bro. When you go out here and you do things that you do, man, especially if you're a working individual like the mother, the father, you can't just be go out here just being any old kind of way and losing jobs, knowing you got two kids and a wife at home, or vice versa. You just can't be doing shit like that, bro. Or just getting into it or thinking you still 21, want to get out here and have fun, party, smoking drinks, stay out all night, no food in the crib, kids at home running amok. And you come back running while this, that, and the third happening because you ain't even paying attention and ain't focused. you know. And a lot of times we don't get that help. A lot of times, man, we get put out the house when we're 15, 16, 17 years old. You know, our young girls are pregnant. I read a story about a missing girl that was 15 when she was 15, 13 years old, pregnant. How? Why? I think she was found in the surrounding area. But that's insane. That's insane, man. I remember I don't get it. Ain't that much worldly stuff out here for you to just be no, no. It's plenty of time to do what we need to do, man. It's plenty of time. You might not think it's plenty of time, but if you live in that righteous way, that moral way, and you giving the best that you got 100%, hey man, hey your God gonna look out for you. The universe gonna look out for you. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you believe in is gonna look out for you. Shit happens too. We gotta know that. We gotta be accepting of that. I think a lot of times too, when things start going wrong, we quick to throw rocks at our faith, and we quick to break our faith, um, whatever that may be. I think that's wrong too. You know what I'm saying? I think that's wrong too. Even though I might not partake in the various religious belief, but if you gonna rock it, man, you gotta rock it wholeheartedly. You know what I'm saying? You gotta put all your heart, your blood, your sweat, and your tears into this thing. You know what I'm saying? If you know he ain't gonna turn your back on him, I mean, if you know he ain't gonna turn your back on you, why would you turn your back on him? I mean, it's just simple. It's simple mathematics. But you could chime in, Lion. You could chime in.
Yeah, man, can you see? And Sir Beard, one of the things is that the world is in the state the world is in as a result of the failure of a family. Because the trauma that you talk about, if you realize a lot of the children, they don't have that support base that they need for them to balance them out. Because if you should do a survey right now, you would find that majority of the troubled children would have come from what we refer to as broken home. In other words, single parent home, and more so homes that are single mothers. Because that child, be it a boy or a girl, need to have both parents, because both parents help to balance that child out. There are issues that no matter how good that mother is, she can't deal with. And there are issues, no matter how good that father is, you still need that mother in that child's life. And so when children go through the different phases of their life with nobody to relate to, they figure it out on their own. And most of the times, they get it wrong. And the price that they have to pay for it, the society suffers for it.
GBA, what's going on? What's going on? How you feeling, my boy? He said God is God. What do he say? God is a God of justice and love. Okay, okay. He said back in the day, the dad could have just made them give the stuff back, take them home and discipline them. But nowadays we can't do that. Yeah, you go to jail now if you hit your kids. You say the kids can't run the house, the dad has to run the house. If these kids run the house, it becomes chaos. That's true. No, but Silas, what's going on? He say, theft is cool if you're a venture capitalist or Jesse James or Robin Hood. They say, are there two different chats for both streams? Um, it might be. It might be. I don't know because I don't know who in the other chat and who in certain chat. So you know what I'm saying. But for the most part, they should pop up. No, they don't pop up. They do pop up different. But yeah, so you're right. Yeah, right. They say getting set up for the last stream of the night. IGBA, man, if you on when I get off, I'm gonna pop on over there, brother, and support you, my boy. Hey, and I seen you with the interview you re-rock. I'm gonna go back and rewatch the whole thing. I don't know if you was commentating or not. But yeah, but Noble Savage, man. Yeah, because it might be different people and who up the band, but I don't know. We ain't got that many people tonight, so it might be just the same people. It's Sunday. This everybody wind down day, getting ready for their week. But my week has already started. They say audio was fixed for the tracks. Okay. Yeah, man. I gotta get my. I gotta get. Man, I'm gonna get it together. Don't worry about it. I know you talking about you, but I gotta get mine together. Ball Striker says, I know what my dad would have done with me. But in a little older, he would have put something on me. I would never forget. Yeah. So, and that's my thing too. But all is that physical discipline always now? Because I know Ball Striker. I know the era you coming from and what you're saying, but is that physical discipline ain't always where it's at neither. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna keep it 100. That physical discipline ain't always where it's at. Because sometimes that physical discipline, perpetuates. You know what I'm saying? That yeah, so sometimes ain't nothing wrong with just sitting down talking to him or doing what he did, made him return it. You know what I'm saying? Now I wouldn't have video recorded it though. I don't think I'd have did that. That was my only like why you video record it. And if you was gonna video record it, I'd have kept it to show them like, man, I'll put this out there. Well, a threat or something. But I don't think I'd have my first reaction would have been to go off on him, not to pull out my phone and record it. But again, it I guess it was a good gesture because it showed that, you know, shit, he was being a father, I guess. I don't know. You could take that a bunch of ways, but I'm gonna stick with the positive route. I don't want to make it seem like he was doing it. You know what I'm saying for views or I don't even know. Well, I don't think it was staged though. I don't think nobody was staged. No, nothing like that. You said affluent families condone and teach legit grift, and commit heinous crimes. Yeah, because oh, man, he said white collar crime is generational. He said yes, in a case like that, and a verb we're talking to as well. Yeah, Bandito. See that's what I'm saying. This is a different era. I don't even know. So, Lion, would you would have recorded it?
Maybe not. Maybe
Yeah.
not. Or if I do, I would think I would go with you, record it and keep it, to remind them of that
Yeah.
particular time in their lives. I don't think I'd want to share it, but the fact that he chose to go that road, that's his decision.
Yeah. Most definitely. That is his decision. You know what I'm saying? That's facts. Yeah, but I don't think I'd have shared that though, brother. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. You don't know what they're gonna go through. You know what I'm saying? You don't know what they're gonna go through from that. You know? But I'm not saying go ahead.
But they are young. So I mean, like, do you remember? I think back in 2016, 17, when they had that riot over, I think it was the death of George Floyd, and there was this child was out there participating in the riot, and the mom came out there and publicly disciplined him. I don't know if you recall that one.
Yeah. I remember that.
Yeah. I'd love for them to have a follow up on that child to see what he has done with himself since then.
Yeah. But I mean, see, but in a situation like that, I ain't trying to make it seem like I'm giving no leeway. But but still in all though, but she right though. Don't be out there acting no damn fool because you see everybody else acting a fool. And if anything, you could have got hurt out there. You know, children, you could have got hurt out there. Because where I'm at in my city, I think it was more younger folks and children than it was adults doing. You know what I'm saying? This craziness. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, but you can get hurt out there, man. And then when you do, you in a spot with some adults and you a child and y'all going for the same thing and y'all in the same spot looting, man. People running over you, all anything can happen, man. That's foolishness, man. And then don't tell where you at any damn way. Why you want to tell where you at? You're already at a disadvantage because you don't own the shit. Now you gonna tear it up and then they gonna come back and put nothing up, and now you ain't got nothing in your community. Cause we ain't putting nothing in there. And then if we tried, they wouldn't let us.
Hey, but Sir Beard, as you say, I hope I heard you correctly. But do you ever realized when these protests, even though this is not your topic for tonight, but just in passing, just digress a bit, you realize these protests, when they happen, they always happen in the black neighborhood and destroy the businesses that are there, and then they move out and the community is worse off than before the riot?
You think that's by design?
I definitely would want to think so.
It could be by design. He said there's plenty of time on my own. I think I would about what I would have did. I don't think I'd have did that though. White collar crimes damaged thousands of people. He said I recorded it, but put it out there. No. Yeah. What's going on, Mr. Nugget? How you feel? This era of viral come up. I'm not surprised. He said, how's Cal? I don't know, probably doing well. Yeah, well. He said yes. They know the outcome of stuff. I know it's about plan design. Trust me, I know that. But what do you think could be a solution to that, Lion? We know. So since we hold on, let me do this because we know it's about plan design, and when things like that happen, why don't we have think tanks or strategically place things put in line so when these things do happen, that we can buy up these property and that we can flourish in our own communities.
Well, basically, I mean, it's Malcolm X. I heard said this that one of the worst races in the United States is the white liberals, and I'm not here to get at any.
Yeah. Right.
We're just reasoning this thing out. Because what they do, like the fox, they come smiling, and you think they are with you, but they are showing you their teeth for what they intend to do to you, because they're out to destroy you. And so you always find that they will find the minority groups, and especially among the black people, who are willing to do the dirty work for them, and they use them to destroy their own kind without them even realize that's what they're doing. And regarding a think tank, I mean, we have had it. We have seen that over and over, but the objective remained the same. We have the marches with the Martin Luther. We have the Million Man March, and all of that, and everything is the same. The result is the same. So until the black Americans come to realize that the person or the side that you're supporting does not have your best interest at heart, you need to stand up as a people and represent yourself. Stop allowing yourself to be divided and conquered, because this only does take us back in history. And if you continue to deny history or to willfully neglect history, you're bound to repeat it. The Willie Lynch syndrome has not left the black community.
Mm-hmm.
Make one black feel that he's in a better position than the other black, and you'll always have them tearing one another down. Because it is said that Willie Lynch, when he walked through the South and he saw all these plantation owners hanging their black slave, he looked at it and said, what a waste of capital. And he came up with the idea, why not pit them against each other? Call Sir Beard and say, Sir Beard, I am putting you in charge over the rest of these slaves. I am going to ensure that you are well taken care of as long as you bring a report on them to me. So Sir Beard walk away feeling that, hey, he's in control, he's the man. He does the same thing with Lion.
Mm-hmm.
So Lion is watching Beard, and Beard is watching Lion, thinking that they are above each other, not realizing that they are both slaves being played by the master. And that is exactly what we see happening today. Look at most of the cities that are predominantly black. Who govern these cities?
Not the black folk.
Exactly. And for years, for generations upon generation, it continues. It perpetual. One thing that destroyed the family in the black, especially the black family, was the system, the welfare, federal welfare system destroyed the black family. Because before 1960, black people, even though they were treated the way they were treated, they were family orientated. The father was there in the home, training up the child until Lyndon Baines Johnson signed that Federal Welfare Act into law, and his comment was, we will have these ends voting for us for the next 200 years. And the black people in America has proven him right.
It ain't been 200 years, but we sure think we Democrats. But and again, that's a lack of studying too. That's a lack of not knowing who's on the ballot. That's a lack of not knowing who's supporting who's on the ballot. Again, I always encourage people to do their due diligence, do your proper vet work and research. It don't take much. It don't take much. The same way you can turn on your ratchet television, the same way you keep your head down in your phone for 18 hours out of the day. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm gonna give you that because you might work. Some people do be in there for the ones that don't shit. You get in there more. You know, it's ridiculous. We don't stand up for nothing. You know, we take what they give us. We take civil rights. We take the shit like the NAACP, which does nothing for you. Now, I'm not here to talk bad about no organization or any particular group of people or persons. Because at the end of the day, I get it that it was, we under psychological warfare, but how long is it gonna take? Because if Lion can recognize, if Noble Savage can recognize, if I can recognize, why the hell can't we as a whole recognize that something ain't right? Damn, I think we need to change this.
Sir Beard, if I may just an observation. look at it. You will have a black person from Nigeria, Haiti, Jamaica, or name any other black country, goes to the United States and they become millionaires. Yet the black people of America, who has the opportunity to do the same thing, doesn't do it. And another observation, everybody complain how racist America is. I'll use my country, Jamaica, as an example. The American embassy in Jamaica, the amount of money they make from people applying for just a temporary visa is what they use to run that embassy in Jamaica. And if you go there, the lines bend around the block. And just check any other black country. Yet, we complain or racist the United States is, and everybody wants an opportunity to go there to make something of themselves. Yet, the same people who are there in the same country get up every day and say that they are victim, they are victim, they are victim. When are they going to come to the place where they throw off the victimhood mentality and see themselves as valuable human beings? Because look here, if you don't know who you are, someone will come and tell you who they want you to be.
Say that again.
If you don't know who you are, someone will come and tell you who they want you to be.
Man, I don't think y'all heard what that man said. Hey man, hey, you cooking tonight, man. When we outside, you cooking tonight, man. Now you cooking. Now you cooking. You know what I'm saying? Well, you been cooking, but now you cooking, man. You know what I'm saying? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm gonna have to use that one, line. I'm gonna have to use that one if you don't mind. Yeah, you cooking with that one, man. He say it's changing. See, but and it's not like you would think with the advancements, and I'm not and the allowance of more resources that we have now compared to then, you would think, man, we would be fucking, bro, excuse my language, y'all. You would think we would be just so far ahead of the game. Like, and again, we know, and when I go into certain situations, I know that they try to put us against each other. So I always try to not engage in that shit or give that person a second, third, fourth, fifth, you know what I'm saying, chance, because I know what the situation is. And I try to be understanding. I think a lot of times we don't take the time out to do that. I'm not saying you have to, but I think that help, make the change. Because especially for the ones that know what's going on, man. The ones that know what's going on, I don't think we do enough advocating or having being boisterous and getting it out and representing where we should be or where we want to go and the things that we need and want. Well, I ain't gonna say one because one is, but the things that we need as far as social, political, economical, and spiritual development. You know what I'm saying? We don't have enough. And you said think tanks been out there. I don't think we didn't have too many think tanks, man. I think we might have had. I think we get one every other era. Since the modern era, we might only have maybe two. You know what I'm saying? I think we scared, man. That fear. Like you said, that Willie Lynch, not only putting us against each other, to watch each other, but just that fear, that psychological, when you get to talking about the different shades of the skin, woman against man, man against man, woman against woman, man and woman against child. I think, see, when y'all say the welfare and the destruction of family, see, I don't even think that it was then, even throughout slavery, even though we came about it and we wanted to be family, But you know how they rip the kids away from the moms and the dad, or they rip the mother away. You know what I'm saying? That was the start of it. And I think that shit is subconsciously embedded in us. So when they feed us these programs like welfare, Section 8, and public assistance and all that old extra good stuff, well, public assistance is welfare, but just the different various programs that's inside of it. We so used to having things took and given to us. That's why we so receiving of it. I'm starting to think it's fear too, but I'm just starting to think that we gotta first we gotta figure out how to fight this psychological battle. We got to figure out how to reprogram, debug, and break these chains that's on us, man. They done took the chains off and the chains. I know y'all done heard that shit before, and I used to hate hearing that. But when I go outside and I walk around every day, I'm influenced by it. Well, I see it rather. I'm not just gonna say I'm influenced by it, but I see it. I see the harm. I see the destruction of it from it. We like how me and Lion up on the panel when we talking, and we got Noble Savage in the chat. Typing good. No one comes to these spaces to hear these things, to try to get something good, valuable. They not listening to us tell them that they self-worth is important, not only to them, but to this world and to other people. I don't know, man. I don't know. We so busy constantly thinking that everything is a battle and a fight, and it is. But when you battling, fighting for righteousness and for morality, that battle and that fight ain't so hard. But if you fighting for the BS and you're not genuine with it, and you're just doing something to be doing something, yeah, I see why you have all these troubles. I see why you have all these problems, and you don't know why. Let me get to some of these chat. What Noble Savage said in these chat. Noble Savage, you in that typing, ain't you, my boy? He says these examples are generalizations. He said Black America is a diaspora. Yes, I do believe Black America is a diaspora and has its own culture. You're right. But then they gun you down. See, I said the fear. See, we scared of things like that. He said, "Is there really a we?" See, that's what Lang was speaking to. When he was naming out the different, countries of Black folk. I don't even think they get that. We just don't. We can't do shit together with nothing. If you don't know who you are, someone will come and tell you who they want you to be. Yeah, Ball Striker. That was a man. Man, that was lion boy, with that one. You say, yes, sir. But see, but that's like I was saying, like how you say this is a think tank, but not too many people come. And humans versus Silurian. Here you go. White farmers and females constitute the majority of welfare recipients. Yes, I know that. I know that. Nobody is obligated to listen. My actions determine influence. He says successful actions determine influence. That's facts. But where do we learn these successful actions? So how do we learn to do these things, these successful actions, if our parents are not teaching us? And like Brother Lyon said, we not family no more. These kids learn what they learn from the streets and from other people who've been hurt. And we know this phrase. I said this earlier: hurt people. So, and we letting our kids run out here and go to these streets, and these streets is raising them. And I don't necessarily want to say the people that's in the streets that's raising them, and they hurt, and they don't know no better, and they ain't been taught no better, and they ain't want to sought no guidance. What you think they gonna do with your child? Or what you gonna think they gonna do with you if you the one choose to do that? They gonna mislead you. They gonna misguide you. Again, it goes back to if you don't know who you are, someone will come and tell you who they want you to be. And that's them streets. Or that's that environment. And you don't always have to be a product of your environment. That's totally false. Now, don't get me wrong. I know the numbers on that might be a little bit unbalanced, but that's totally false. Again, choice and your decision. You know, we don't make it easier as parents when we don't pay our kids no attention. When we allow them to do the shit that they do. When they young and they cussing and hooping and hollering and doing all that crazy shit, we think it's cute. When your little daughter 3, 4, 5 years old and she popping it. And we get it, go ahead, and we recording it like it's no. No. Because if you encouraging and supporting that 9 times 10, that's what you're doing. And as she's get older, that's what she's gonna see you doing. And this is why I try to hold the brothers accountable. Because we always, we like to throw it at the woman. We like to say women don't take accountability for themselves or for other women. I don't think we do it neither. If we're the leaders, if we're supposed to be the ones that inspire them and that they looking towards to lead or looking towards for guidance, shit, we leaving them single, butt naked and pregnant. 4, 5 kids over here, 2 kids over there. You ain't a damn household. Contributing nothing. No knowledge, no information, no monetary, no nothing. But the women the problem. It take 2 to make a baby, man. It take 2 to create. So we can't necessarily say that this woman was solely 100% the problem or 75% the problem. I get it. Some cases is, but it's 2 of y'all. And even if you're not there, co-parenting. That co-parenting is an MF too. One person catch an attitude, now you don't want to do for the child. Like, what did the child do? And then again, and that's why I say, and we wonder why. And I always say this: these kids that's out here doing this shit, them are kids. It's this generation's kids. It ain't our mothers, our grandmothers. These are our, and it baffles me because we wasn't raised and brought up like that. But you allow your child to be raised and brought up like that? Because we in this new era wanting to be the child's friend and understanding because we got so many books and so many people and so many laws. Your child can divorce you. You can't whip your child. You say the wrong thing. Now you got to go to parenting classes, anger management classes. This shit is insane. But this is the world's layout for us. And we accept it. And when you start accepting these things, how can you complain? Why even complain? When you accepted this, I'm talking about now, not then. Yeah, some people can make arguments for then, but I ain't gonna do that. We ain't gonna go there. What are we talking about now? Then you can't say we ain't got no money. Look how much money we spend every freaking year. Look what they do. They get these rappers to entertain you. You go stream them, you make them money, and they go get the money right back to them. There's no who was that? Even though I know a lot of people think 607 Unc is a little wacky. I remember saying this. There is no rapper that has created generational wealth. You can't hand rap down. You can't hand that down. I ain't knocking the skill or the talent. the things that we create. But these things are supposed to be stepping stones. These things are supposed to be tools and resources to get you to a place where you can start to understand, where you can start to do better, where you can start to see. Now, yeah, we know it's still things in place to not let you get too far. But hell, when we get there, not all, but most, especially with this generation, when we get there, hell, we getting killed. Or we putting ourselves in situations that we shouldn't even be in. Ain't no way I got $5 million and I'm still on the low end of Chicago. If the projects were still up, hanging in the building, smoking and drinking. And every night a motherfucker get killed over there. Ain't no way I got 500,000, $500,000, and I'm still in Parkway. And I'm not knocking. Yes, I am. Everybody be talking about Chief Keef and how he can't come back. Woo wop this bam and the third. Man, that brother got up out of here to move to Calabasas, ain't look back. You ain't heard his name in no bullshit, no mess, no jail, from no hood activity. Now, I'm not saying that Hollywood or that lifestyle is even better, because you can get caught up in that too. But as we can see, we know this. But again, you gotta know, again, man, all this shit go back to what Lion said, bro. If you don't know who you are, someone will tell you who they want you to be. Lion boy, you betting 1,000 with that one, baby. It's still home runs going off across the board, man. Still home runs going off.
Hey, Sir Beard, I would just like to say something. And there's something we need to understand. We hear the word principle a lot of times. And you can interchange it at times for laws. And it's just, and for me, principles are just some established laws that, if violated, brings consequences. Example, children are supposed to be reared in a home with a mother and a father. When you or I violate that, we have the consequence to pay for that. Because what we are doing, we would have malfunctioned that child, or rather short circuit that child. When that child goes out into society, that child is unfit to deal with whatever society throws at that child. Notice a child that grows up in a home where both parents are grounded. That child feels much more secure in terms of that child's self-worth. That child have more self-worth, and that child will accomplish a lot more. Not saying that there are some, I mean, that's the odd one out there, or the odd few out there, exceptions to the rule, they would say, where a child that reared by a single parent will do well. However, it can be proven that the child that has a secure base do far better out in the world. Isn't that what the scripture tells us? Train up the child in the way he should grow. And when he's old, he will not depart from it. Where a child learns to respect authority, it starts at home by respecting your parents. If you don't have that, then that child goes to school, no respect for teachers, as a matter of fact, first, no respect for him or herself, no respect
Mhm.
for authority, no respect for anything else. And when that child becomes an adult, that goes on. What does he pass when he or she becomes a parent? What does he or she pass on to their offspring? The same old, same old. And where did it
Mhm.
all started? Violating the principle. Once you do that, you set in motion a chain of negative reaction. Get back to the
Mhm.
principle. Get back to the principle. And a lot of us are saying, no, 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 no. Why do I? No, man, it's there for a purpose.
That's true. That is so true. Man, you cooking tonight, man. What you done ate, man? You done ate a bowl of Wheaties?
To God be the glory, man. You see, he has a time and a place, where he wants people to hear what he wants to hear. And if he has to use, a little piece of clay like me, then so be it. I make myself available.
That's what's up, man. We always appreciate you when you pull up, man. Hey, man, it's almost about that time, man. It's 10:50, y'all. We got 10 minutes. Brother Lion, man, again, man, appreciate you for joining us tonight, man, and jumping up on the panel and giving us a few words of inspiration. Hey, Mr. Nugget say Lion is right. Hey, man, that's what I'm saying. He cooking tonight. That's why I say he cooking tonight. He said this is akin to self-imposed propaganda like in the 80s when they convinced black men that we would be dead or in jail before 21. Yeah, yeah, man. So I don't believe in none of those. And I said you earlier with the propaganda things. And yeah, I don't believe in none of those. Like all that folklore. Like, yeah, man, we ain't believe in none of that shit, man. Man, you make it. Hey, listen. What the how that saying go? When they give you lemons, you make lemonade or some shit like that. Yeah, but I knew that wasn't for me. No way. My brothers didn't go through none of that. None of my friends went through none of that. None of their brothers. I know a lot of brothers that went to college. You know what I'm saying? Went to school and contrary to people's belief, I know a lot of brothers in the hood that went to college, bro. That graduated high school and that was doing what they supposed to be doing. You know what I'm saying? Everybody in the and that kills me. Every urban community ain't full of fucking gangs and drugs. And even those people, or even those young men and women they not all bad. You know what I'm saying, brother Lion? I'm gonna keep it 100. They not all bad. Some of them just be misguided. Some of them be misled and ain't got that right. You know. And you would think that a mom or dad would be there, but most of us don't know our dad. That's why I say we got brothers. And it ain't about being a leader of a community. It's about being the leader of your community, which is your family. You know
That's
what
the
I'm
first
saying?
sorry. That's the first responsibility that God gave the man. Family. And when man neglect that, then the whole world is in chaos. And I heard you speak of the entertainers. I mean, the older I get, and you start looking back, is it really entertainment, or is it indoctrination? Because how can it be entertainment when you're telling me to go pop a cap in my fellow brother's head? How is it entertainment when you're gonna tell the woman to degrade them? And I use my culture, Jamaica, reggae, and the offshoot, which is dancehall. As a Jamaican, that music, I detest that music because all it glorifies is crime and violence and the degrading of especially our females.
Mm-hmm.
And so this is what we're seeing, and so what we call entertainment. Look into it and tell me if that's not entertainment to tell me how to kill my brother and
That's true.
to do what and what with women and all of that. That can't be entertainment. And so I don't if you're familiar with the story of the Pied Pipers.
Mm-hmm.
And all I see a lot of these entertainers are they're just pipe pipers leading away the children, leading them down a path that's a path of destruction. And as the Bible correctly puts it, there's a way that seemeth right unto a man, but the end thereof is the way of death. Sir Beard, thanks again, man, for allowing me on your platform.
Let me ask you a question. Do you got a channel? Mr. Nugget said, how can he follow your channel, brother? Do you got a channel, brother?
No, I don't, I just like people like you that, open, have a platform like
Well,
this where
Mr.
you
Nugget,
open up.
Well, Mr. Nugget, he here every Sunday. I always let the brother on the panel. He here every Sunday. So, you know what I'm saying? Outside of man, we might have to open Bearded Tabernacle up for just community discussion as well on Sundays because you was cooking tonight. So, but yeah, Brother Lion is usually here every Sunday, man. For all y'all that enjoyed this brother and that you know what I'm saying, thought he had some good things to say and some good points. You know what I'm saying? He always here on Bearded Conversation. I might have to make him a co-host on Bearded Tabernacle. I might have to, and we go back and forth. I might have to,
I'm just a lay person, man, and I love the word of God. Because look here, it says, Psalm 119 verse 10 says, wherewith all shall a young man cleanse his way, but by taking heed to the word of God. With that, I say good night to you, sir, and the rest of your subscribers and under their panel. Wish you all the best for the week, and God's willing, see you on Sunday, all being well.
Peace, brother. Thank you, man. Thank you for coming up, man. Peace. I enjoyed you, brother. Yes, Noble Savage, what you say? Like Terry McMillan and Oprah degraded the Black American man. Y'all be killing me. You know what? If you're a man and you allow, I think shit, especially with the Stedman and Oprah, Stedman did that to himself. But I'm not going. But you know what, Noble Savage, you know what I would like for you to do, and I'll let you do it. That's a good topic. Terry McMillan and Oprah degraded the black American man. Let's do that. I'll find them as a thumbnail, and I want you to come on and talk about it and get some talking points. And man, we can do that. I like that. What you think, Noble Savage? I like that. That's a good topic of discussion, brother. I think we should do that tomorrow for Manly Man Day, because tomorrow is Manly Man Day. You know. Oh man, before I get up out of here, man, bet Al, you know what I'm saying? Hashtag LFG Bears. You hear me? My Bears beat the Vikings by the hell on they chinny chin chin chin. You know what I'm talking about? 19-17. We 7-3. We leading the conference. Let's go Bears. You hear me? Big shout out to Chicago Bears, Caleb Williams, that boy Cal, I forgot his last name, Swift, Dunze, you know what I'm saying, Moore, that boy Loveland, all them boys out there, man. The special teams, the coaches, big ups to the Chicago Bears, man, for doing their thing today. Hopefully, man, we can keep this stride going, man. And hopefully, we in next Sunday. You know what I'm saying? We got some things to buckle down on as far as defense. Defense wise, the offense didn't look good today. But man, it's football. They win, Ted. It ain't always going to be 30, 40 points put up on the board. But again, tighten up on a few little things, man. And like I say, man, we're going to try this again next Sunday and see if we can come out with the W. With that being said, man, Noble Savage, you down? Tomorrow, man, hit the panel, and that's what we doing for Manly Man Day. So, and I'm gonna write this down. So I'm gonna ask the question. So I'm gonna ask. This is what we're gonna do. Did Terry we're gonna ask the question. Did Terry McMillan and Oprah degrade, or how? You know what? I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out. Terry McMillan and Oprah degraded the black, or I could just say or just make the statement. You know what I'm saying? Terry McMillan and Oprah degraded the black American man. Matter of fact, yeah, I'll just make that statement and then we can come on. Um, I'll open up and then we'll let you go in. And then, as we go, I'll chime in as well. And the brothers in the chat gonna be here. You know what I'm saying? And we can touch on it, man, and maybe bring out some other things to the forefront. So yeah, man, make sure you're in the building tomorrow, Noble Savage. You ain't gotta have your camera on, man, but just come in, man. As long as we can hear you on the audio and we can rock out, me and you know what I'm saying? And whoever else would like to come on the panel tomorrow, man, and talk about it. Mr. Nugget, man. You know what I'm saying? You part of the family now, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, everybody that been on the panel that come over here, man. You gonna have to figure it out. But yeah, man, we had a good discussion tonight, man. Again, I didn't want to dabble off into theology. I just felt it on my heart to, talk a little bit about being there for people and mental health awareness and, just being able to survive the circumstances that we're in and try to find solutions. I'm sorry, some solutions to get about it this thing, man. Because I know we can do better than what we're doing. Listen, y'all, with that being said, man, y'all know what it is, man. Um, if ain't nobody told y'all tonight that they love you, we love you here on Bearded Conversation. From the bottom of my heart to the top of my mind, without y'all, there wouldn't be no Bearded Conversation, man. I'm just here to hit the live button. When I hit the live button, we come together, we unite like Voltron, and we kick the isms. You know what I'm saying? So that's always good. We brand discussion over here and conversation over here. So man, let's keep that going. Let's keep that up. Big ups to everybody out there, man, that follow me, that subscribe to the channel. Peace, blessings, love, and abundance to all of y'all. Listen, I'm on the road to 1K, man. I'm almost there. Come on, y'all. Push for your boy, man. I know y'all know somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody that ain't on Bearded Conversation, man. Make sure y'all sharing the content. Make sure y'all are asking people, man, if you're getting up, going to work, going to church, going to the store, going to your neighbor's door, wherever you go, ask them if they heard about Bearded Conversation. If they ain't, soon as they type it in, you be like right there. Boom. When it pop up, boom, hit that sub button, tell them, come on over. You know what I'm saying? Big shout out to Angie Five, man, to join the stream tonight. Y'all, I'm trying to, me and Bobby Tess, we're going to be coming up with a show. We just got to get together and finalize, the details. Big shout out to Miss Angie Five. She got a network. We're going to get on over there, man, and we going to try to do our thing. And like I say, man, we just, I'm building brands. I'm networking, you know what I'm saying? If I can help anybody, I'll help y'all. Y'all know that. And if you don't know that, I'm telling you now. Just don't come with no crazy shit. Now you can't have $100. You know what I'm saying? But you can get my but yeah, man. Y'all know, man. Hey, listen, I'm gonna leave y'all like I came to you. Let's keep everybody in our thoughts, our prayers, our views, and meditations. Again, let's keep everyone in our thoughts, our prayers, our views, and meditations. Lastly, let's keep everyone in our thoughts, our prayers, our views, and meditations. And don't forget these 5 key components of life that we all should be mastering. That's love, peace, respect, motivation, and inspiration. Again, that's love, peace, respect, motivation, and inspiration. And lastly, that's love, peace, respect, motivation, and inspiration. And don't forget to put the seasoning on there, man. We got to sprinkle a little support on top. We got to E40 that thing. Sprinkle a little support on top because a little support go a long, 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 long way, y'all. If you don't believe me, try it. If it don't work out for you, come on back and we can talk about it. Again, y'all know what it is. It's Bearded Tabernacle, man. Every Monday through Thursday, don't forget to tune in 9 p.m. Central Time to Bearded Conversation. Every Friday from 9 to 12 p.m. Central Time for Bearded Studios. And every Saturday, y'all, for the Bearded Lounge After Dark experience, man, from 9 to 2 in the morning. Or whenever we get off that thing, because, sometimes we be going over. But, man, I want to give a big shout out once again to all y'all, man. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Make sure y'all go tapping in for For Show TV, the best TV. TMB with Monkey Man, Hurricane JW, Join That Frequency, Quaalude over there at the Connect Work, Spinning the Block Media. Hey, support those who support us because I support them until further notice. Y'all know what it is. All superheroes don't wear capes, but they still need their theme music. So to all my superheroes, all my Beardonians, and all my beautiful people, man. Y'all know what I like to say before we get up out of here. Those that fuck with us, fuck with us. Those that don't, fuck with us anyway. When we come together, may we always meet on the level. Once we in each other's presence, may we always be humble and plumb. And when we leave each other's presence, may we always, and I do mean always, y'all, part on the square. Some more to be, some more to be, some more to be. So may it be. Peace, y'all.
Hey, I'm Chop, don't you ever call me if you need me. Remember times in the past, you ain't believe me. Dumb nigga saying you the only one I'm needing. Brother died right in my eye, the feeling it when pleasing them.
See, funny things, see, I just sent your comment, and you know you my homie, right? You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna let you slide with this comment, man. You a hater right now. You being a hater right now. You feel me? This is Bearded Tabernacle, and y'all God-fearing folk. Hey, y'all need to be praying for my bears. They be pulling it out though, man. They pull it out every time, man. Hey, man, don't forget to come in the building tomorrow, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna talk a little bit more about my bears, get into a little bit more manly activity, man. Hey, and make sure y'all in the building, man. Did Terry McMillan and Oprah Winfrey degrade the American man? Let's find out tomorrow, y'all.
Remember time up in the pantry, riding down the scene. We went to Greenfield, we was thugging for no reason. Never thought that I was pussy, they could always see it in me. Never was a cool nigga, I always kept a heater with me. I can hear the angels, they calling. I can see the angels, they falling. You did me wrong and now I'm falling. Who you gon' call when you need love? Sitting in my room and I'm just hoping for a better day. Smoking all this weed, but I know it won't take the pain away. I can see like angels, they calling. I can see like angels, they falling. I know how you feeling, I see shit been getting deeper now. I know how you feeling, stronger feeling about leaving now. Tryna get you out of his mind, ain't tryna do the work. No, I do not plan on wasting no time, I'm tryna make it work. No, I know you ain't been tryna hurt me, but the feeling inside, you gonna hurt me. I would pray one more time to stop it hurting. And you know when it's sad, don't need to worry. Never in your mind, you need to worry who I'm running with. I be with some niggas who be ready to get up in some shit. Now you tryna pick up his phone, they tryna call him. Remember times up in the past, like you say you ain't need them. I can see the angels, they calling. I can see the angels, they falling. You did me wrong and now I'm falling. Who you gon' call when you need love? I'm sitting in my room and I'm just hoping for a better day. Smoking all this weed, but I know you won't take the pain away. Niggas ain't wanna come around till they see down the bottom. And now I see down the bottom, and then niggas wanna follow. Wanna hit your phone, but I know shit ain't getting better now. Sitting in my mind, I'm confused, I couldn't see his side. I remember times where you always hold me tight and you'd tell me when I'm thugging in the streets, don't lose my life. I can see the angels, they calling. I can see the angels, they falling. I can see the angels, they calling.
Hey, man, and the Falcons 3-5. Man, you 3-7. Man, you crazy, man. You is crazy, funny thing. Funny things, man. Come on, man. Don't do the Bears like that, man. Don't do the Bears like that, man. We got the fourth quarter comeback kid. You feel me? Don't do the Bears like that, man. Listen, I'm not listen. Now, what I will say, I'm not saying that I am impressed or that I am satisfied with the way we winning. But am I happy? And will I take it? Yes. What you mean? Oh, man. History, you say congratulations, but history tells a different story. Man, listen, man. You come in tomorrow with that history and your arguments, man. I'm logging out for the night, man. Listen, y'all, peace, man. Like I say, don't forget to tune in for Manly Man Day. And Terry McMillan with Waiting to Exhale and Oprah and Stedman. What's Stedman? Did they degrade the American black man? I think it was a little bit more than them, but they might have had a little something to do with it, man. Make sure y'all hitting that like button. Make sure y'all subscribing to the channel. Make sure y'all sharing the content, man. Hey, until tomorrow, peace.